folks. Hello. Oh, and it's telling me to rotate my device. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh gosh, this is different. I'm recording on a different device, so I apologize a little bit. Um, okay, so hello and welcome to another Tuesday Night Talk. And tonight we're actually going to be covering the world of astrology, the planetary retrogrades of 2020. And this is something I always like to do at the first of every year, just to kind of let you know what's coming up and how to plan your year a little bit. Also, we're going to talk a little bit more about the year of the metal rat and what that's going to mean to you. So, I'm Alicia. Hello from Des Moines New Age Shopping Community Center. First off, oh, I have two watchers. Hello. And I do apologize. My co-host Dennis is not able to be here, I believe. Hi, Heidi. Hi. I'm going to wave at you. And my co-host Dennis is not available as of yet. He was supposed to come on and provide all the verbal sparkle. He's a Gemini after all. But I wanted to, first of all, discuss the retrogrades. Hi, Tanya. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. Anyway, so first up is going to be the Uranus retrograde that we are just coming out of. Now, remember, with a plan. Hi, Judy. Thanks for watching. First off, we're just coming out of a Uranus retrograde, and I don't know how many of you follow my YouTube or anything like that, or have heard me say this before. A planetary retrograde is like an Oreo cookie. It's got 3 parts. So you've got first shadow zone, and what that is the couple of weeks. If it's a longer retrograding planet, it's going to be a little bit longer, but generally I'm just going to take Mercury for example because everybody knows what Mercury retrograde is. Hey Eva, how you doing? Anyway, so figure first few weeks before the planet actually goes retrograde, that's your first shadow zone. That's when all of the issues come to the forefront that are going to be covered in this retrograde. And you're going to start seeing it on the horizon, and then during the actual retrograde, that's the second part of the Oreo cookie, that is when that issue hits you in the face over and over and over and over and over like a sack of bricks. Now, the third shadow zone, okay, basically it's the planet starting to go direct, it's coming out of its thing, and it's when all of the issues that you have faced get resolved, whether you're ready or not. So, retrogrades are actually a really wonderful time because they allow you to pull up stuff from the past and get it resolved. They can also give you a second chance at a lot of things that you may have missed. So it's hands just tie loose ends and do a little bit of inward self-discovery work. Now, so Uranus. Uranus was over, it went from August 12th, 2019 to January 11th, 2020. And I had to write it down because I will never remember all the dates. Very bad with numbers. But Uranus is the planet that shakes things up. It gets you moving. It pulls you out of your comfort zone. So if you're stuck in a relationship, a job, a situation, anything, it's going to yank that Band-Aid right off and push you and propel you to live your best life. It's also going to shake up any ways of belief systems. So it's actually a really awesome planet. And I think we've all been feeling that little shake up. Let's go. Let's get them. Let's just live for the future. So we're coming off of that, and we're actually in the last shadow zone where a lot of things are getting resolved from that. But we're going to be going right into, on February 17th, right after Valentine's Day, kind of happy it waited till after Valentine's Day, but hey, a Mercury retrograde. Now, a lot of people put in what sign it's in, things like that. I don't, because I found mixed results on that. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for joining us. So for those who want to know, Mercury will be in retrograde in both Pisces and Aquarius, February 17th through March 10th. And what that's going to do, an example, it's going through Pisces and Aquarius. So if I were to take the traditional view of it, it would mean that your emotional and psychic issues, as well as your friendships and outwardly loyalties, will be a bit tested through communication errors, as well as technology and travel. But like I said, mixed results on incorporating the signs, and at least in my own personal experience, which is why I don't do it a lot. But I did feel it should be mentioned for those of you who actually find it to be 100% accurate. Okay, so Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury, everybody knows, communication fixes up. Don't sign anything. Don't make any agreements. If you are going to have a fight with somebody important in your life, wait till after it's done. So just kind of mark it on your calendar that after March 10th, go ahead, talk to them about whatever you need to do. Because when Mercury is in retrograde, you're not going to be listening to each other. You're not going to be thinking. You're actually going to be hearing almost everything someone says backwards. I've been hearing from a lot of my clients as well as my intuitives that everyone is misplacing their words. It's like they're saying the pie is done and people are hearing, what? There's no pie? And they're like, no, I just said the pie's done. And they're like, but we heard no pie. And they're like, okay, you know what? I can't work like this. But when I inform them about the retrograde, they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, yeah, just carry a piece of blue calcite on you. Have your clients, if you're a reader, you should probably have your clients, if you've got a big piece of blue calcite, you should actually have them hold that. Blue calcite, blue lace agate is what people really go to for the communication stone, and blue calcite gets really overlooked. But blue calcite is amazing because yes, it allows you to learn things, absorb lectures faster, and communicate better. But it also allows you during an argument to hear what the other person is saying and respond with that in mind. So it allows you to listen and speak. That's why I love blue calcite. Oddly enough, I'm not wearing a piece right now, but I probably should be, right? Silly me. Anyway, so just plan for extra delays, plan for problems when you're doing documents, and if you're doing anything underhanded, stop during Mercury retrograde. Okay? Just do yourself a favor. Jessica Greer. I had a hard time talking today and was messing up my words, even though I'm good at communicating about the subject. Yes, Jessica, that's spot on. That is a perfect example of Mercury retrograde. I mean, it could be a bunch of other things. Your chakras could be out of line. Your throat chakra could be unbalanced, things like that. But what you're telling me is pretty much exactly what a Mercury retrograde does on the small scale. And you'll hear me trip over my words even now and things like that. Part of it is I don't have enough coffee, but hey, you can never have enough coffee. Hopelessly caffeine addicted. Anyways, so Mercury retrograde. Now, the next one we've got coming up is a Pluto retrograde, and that starts April 25th through August 4th. Now, that is in the sign of Capricorn, so take it for what it's worth, like I said. But Pluto retrogrades, they happen just about every year, and it gives us a chance to work on our internal landscape. It gives us time to work on the inside of things and do a lot of really good shadow work. So looking at our deeper selves, looking at our deeper drives and motivations, doing a life review. Yeah, that's a big one during Pluto. And then also coming to terms with every part of ourselves, not just the good parts we show everybody, but the parts that aren't so great. It also focuses a lot on power, desire, our motivations, our hidden shadow motivations for why we do things. So yeah, normally when Pluto is direct, scandals are going to come up, affairs are going to come out, and basically everything is going to be blown wide open if you have secrets that are nasty and that you've been shoving in your closet. But once it goes retrograde, it turns that inward and makes us look at ourselves. It's a really wonderful time to do shadow work, to do journaling, to get in touch with yourself and look at who you really are and accept all the pieces of yourself. If you can, do some research on your Eastern Chinese zodiac sign as well as your Western sign, and that will help when Pluto goes into retrograde. It'll kind of give you an idea of where to start on your shadow side and your light side, your pros and cons, whatever you want to call them. Because remember, your pros, great, they're to your advantage, but you can also use all of your cons or liabilities to your advantage as well, as long as you learn how to work with them. And just, you can't just shut them in a box forever. So actually, Pluto's going to do us a huge favor. All right, so the next one, this one is actually going to be a little bit rougher. This is going to be a Saturn retrograde, and it's going to last from May 11th through September 29th. It's going to be in both Aquarius and Capricorn. Saturn is a difficult one because we have to cultivate patience, self-discipline, patience, self-discipline, and self-restraint, which is very, very tough, and it also makes every project that you're doing harder. So it makes you work for everything. Saturn is the lord of karma, and he's also the taskmaster of the zodiac. And so, yeah, during that time, things are going to get a little tougher, and you're really going to have to buckle down, dig in deep, and keep moving forward no matter what. But you're going to have to take a very disciplined approach to it, and you're also going to have a lot of patience with life in general. Saturn retrogrades are kind of tough. If you have any artist or small business friends, cut them a break, because it's going to hit them really hard, because they're, I mean, they're living. Hi, Katie, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. They're a lot of times living appointment to appointment, and once Saturn retrograde shows up, those appointments are going to get a lot thinner, unless they've done quite a bit of planning. And when you work for yourself, there really isn't that much planning you can do. But anyways, but don't worry, Saturn does come to an end, and when you come out the other side of it, yeah, it'll feel like you took a beating, but you will have achieved what you wanted. And with all the hard work, you will see just how strong you really are. And that's one of the really nice things about a Saturn retrograde. It shows you just how tough you are. Next one is on, oh, and by the way, we have 3 retrogrades beginning, bing, 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 right in a row, May 11th, 13th, and 14th. So it's Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter. But the next one I'm moving on to is Venus. That starts May 13th and goes to June 25th, and that goes into the sign of Gemini. Now, a Venus retrograde... Sorry, hold on. I'm still sick. Hang on. Oof. Okay. A Venus retrograde really just rips off the rose-colored glasses about everything. It means it's going to take away that, oh, I'm going to give everybody a million chances in relationships, in friendships, with family, everything. It's going to take away basically some of the rose-colored ideals that are holding us back. So that's going to be wonderful. But you also really have to worry about your spending during this time. Venus retrograde, people tend to get a little bit too happy to blow their dollars because they relax. And then when they come out of the retrograde, they're like, shit. So, oh, and my lovely co-host, Dennis, who is a Gemini, just showed up. Hello, Dennis.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, baby. Come on. Sit down here with me.
I'm sitting down here.
Okay.
Not my fault.
Anyway.
Put your stuff up in front of my PlayStation. I came down here to play. We're in the basement. What did you think was going to happen?
Hey, Dennis.
Oh, is this live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hi, party people. How are you? I do have a reason for doing this. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. He sure does. Anyway, but,
Oh, that's right. BoJack Horseman's returned to Netflix. Okay. Anyways.
ADD, ADHD, double Gemini. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so, during Venus retrograde, you will see, if you're not careful, a lot of relationships come to an end because... Jessica says, hi, Dennis.
Hi, Jessica. Which one?
Jessica Greer.
Blanking, sorry.
Anyway.
My memory's bad, especially if I haven't.
We have a toddler, okay? Seriously, yeah.
No, he's actually a child now,
he's
honey.
a child. We still have a young child. It's done. Our brain is gone. We have notes now. Anyway, but no.
Notes.
Venus retrograde, we'll see a lot of split ups of relationships, things like that, because some of what's holding a relationship together are those rosy ideals. And when those are stripped away, all of a sudden you are left with the grim reality that you didn't want to see before. So, he doesn't remember. It's been over 10 years. Okay, apparently it's been over 10 years.
Jessica Greer. Yeah. Over 10 years. That would place you from college. I don't remember Jessica Davidson getting married.
You say these names and they mean nothing to me. You have to show me a picture. That's it.
Oh, I got my phone on me.
Anyway, well, okay.
Hello, everybody.
So, after Venus retrograde, we go directly into Jupiter retrograde. Which, okay, so get all your car maintenance done beforehand. Make sure your car is checked up. Make sure it's running really well. Be very careful because Jupiter generally means car problems, travel problems, luck problems, expansionary problems.
Just luck. There's problems with luck in general.
Yes.
Considering Jupiter is the planet that kind of controls our luck.
That is true.
When it goes into retrograde, bend over.
It's yeah, pretty apt description over there. But it's not just about luck. It's about expansion. So big plans, growth, things like that. But travel. And travel generally hits home very personally when it comes to car.
That, like last year with us in the Mercury retrograde.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody's cars died.
Yeah,
Everybody,
especially my car.
Yeah. But anyway, oh, sorry, guys. So, yep, make sure your car is very well maintained, or at least make sure you have a line. Jessica, haha, bend over a little, yeah.
Right?
Make sure.
These are the comments you've come to expect from me.
Make sure you have a line on a bigger line of credit, like a loan, in case you have to do a car repair. We did. I just got really lucky. So yeah. Town Financial is awesome. Anyway.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What?
They don't sponsor me to say that. I'm just saying Town Financial is awesome. Anyways.
Maybe they should now.
I know, right? Okay. So Saturn is retrograding in Aquarius and Capricorn. Venus is retrograding in Gemini. Jupiter is retrograding in Capricorn. So along those lines, Jupiter is going to hit hard when it comes to business and career advancement. If you have luck with that kind of predictability. All right, then we have another Mercury retrograde, June 18th through July 12th.
Hold up. Did you say Jupiter's retrograding in
Capricorn?
Capricorn?
Yeah.
So it's going to be doubly bad considering Capricorn's ruled by Jupiter, right?
No, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, baby. No. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Anyway, so Mercury is going retrograde June 18th through July 12th, and that's in Cancer.
Son of a bitch.
So again, that would mean more family fighting, things like that. So really, cut your family some slack during that time. Or just use it and air all your grievances. It can go either way unless it doesn't. Then we have Neptune that's going retrograde June 23rd through November 29th. And that is in its sign of Pisces. That is the sign Neptune rules. Now, when Neptune retrogrades, it gets kind of strange because it doesn't really go backward or it doesn't reverse. It actually just gives more. So what it's going to do is give you an overload of psychic information, lucid dreaming, everything like that. It's going to be so much information in your head, you're going to need a way to drain it. So I recommend journaling, going for walks, whatever is going to help you release all that information that you're getting. You're going to get flashes and hunches about stuff that has nothing to do with you. So my advice is use that time to hone in on family stuff, friend stuff, work stuff that is related directly to you, and leave all the other chatter out. Just say, you know what? No, I don't care. I don't care if my neighbor is cheating on his wife. I really do not care. That's between them, you know?
Yeah, how does that affect you?
But you'll start picking stuff up. You'll become a lot more intuitive. And you may start to have trouble sleeping. So it's definitely time to hit the gym just a little bit more and start actually getting rid of all that mental clutter up there. I also recommend singing bowls and sound therapy for this as well.
Yeah, that's right. Hit the gym. Hit the gym.
Yeah, that too. There you go. But, and then next we have...
You can tell I hit the gym a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at lifting forks. And spoons.
You want to take this, baby? Anyway. Anywho.
Well, when we get to subject matter I know a little bit more about, I'll be glad to.
You hear me talk about this stuff all the time.
Yeah. See, and I do pay attention to you more than you pay attention to me. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I mean, when you try to pour a gallon of knowledge into a shot glass of a brain, you're going to lose some things.
Anyway. Now, this is one. There are three retrogrades this year that I do want to highlight. They can make life a little bit problematic. Well, a lot problematic.
Right, are we having another Chiron?
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I know, right? One was Saturn, the second one is Chiron, and the third one is Mars. All of those will be retrograde this year. Now, Chiron, that's the next one up. It's retrograde from July 11th through December 15th, and it is retrograde in Aries. This is going to make it. It's going to make it a little bit more impulsive. But Chiron is the wounded healer, which means it's going to pull up all the wounds from your past, and it's going to get them healed. It just depends on which ones it's going to focus on this time. It goes retrograde a little bit every year, so it is what it is. But we have multiple chances to actually take those wounds from our past, from our childhood, from previous relationships, from previous careers, pull them out into the light of day, take a look at them, and resolve them. That is what Chiron is wonderful for. The bad part about Chiron is most people are not prepared for something like that, and it blindsides them and just keeps repeatedly hitting them in the face.
Kind of like the Tower.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's my tarot knowledge there.
A friend of mine, her father's biggest fear was going to jail. He went to jail. Okay. Another one.
I won't survive 10 minutes in there.
Yeah. Another one.
I don't want to be somebody's bitch.
I mean, she'd had a really bad experience with a younger sibling's death, and her child almost died. Okay, so Chiron is really a harsh taskmaster, and it can pull wounds up that are very, very painful. Well, okay, they're all going to be painful, but it's just the scale. So be prepared, do a little life review, get your stuff in order, so as when Chiron hits, you can, kind of ride the wave instead of being swept underneath by it. Chiron is going to be retrograde in Aries, so that's going to be more impulsivity, so bad decisions are going to come back to haunt, things like that. Be prepared, make peace with them, don't worry about it. If you hadn't made those bad decisions, you would not be here today. So it is what it is. It's all part of you. Embrace it, don't worry about it, but learn what you can from it. And Chiron will help you with that. It's going to hurt a lot, but it will help you. So, yeah. And also make sure you have a cry buddy, so somebody you can call and just cry.
And Chiron is the wound healer, so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wound healer, right?
Wounded healer. The story was that Chiron, he was the only centaur that actually wasn't just complete party animal nuts. And
they are party animal.
Party animal.
Oh.
And Chiron actually was a teacher to many great heroes, including Hercules. Well, Hercules got him in a situation where he got stabbed with an arrow with some venom on it that he couldn't heal because Chiron is a healer, or he was a healer. And he couldn't die, but it caused him pain and misery for years upon years upon years, until Hercules convinced him to nobly sacrifice himself to end the pain, and he was placed in the stars by the gods. I still say he got a raw deal, and I think Hercules should be very ashamed. Anyway, but more on that later. So, the next one is Uranus retrograde, and that is again August 15th, 2020 through January 1st, 2021. So again, we're going to see another end-of-year shakeup. Get out of your comfort zone. Rip off the Band-Aid. Yank off the security blanket. Get moving in a better direction. So that's going to be super positive there, and I'm loving that. Then, what flashed on the screen? Oh.
It's just lighting shift.
Okay.
Whenever you move closer to the camera, the distance that you move to and from the camera makes the...
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Hi, Louis. How are you?
It'll actually change the shading on the screen that you see.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
It also probably changes the lighting. There, it shifted again.
Okay.
It'll probably shift the lighting.
See, this is why I married him. He's my tech.
Yeah, I kind of am.
IT support right there. Anyways, so the next one that I was a bit concerned about this year is going to be a Mars retrograde, and it's going to be in the sign it rules, Aries, and it's going to be from September 9th through November 14th. I always laughed at Mars going retrograde. I was like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, la la la, da da da. That was before I really started keeping track of it.
What happens in a Mars retrograde?
Oh my God. It's horrible. Everybody is grouchy. Everybody's bitchy. Tempers flare like nobody's business. I mean, literally, you can start a fight just by walking in the room.
Jeez.
And it's just like, oh my God.
It honestly sounds like my mom.
Oh my God.
Who is an Aries. Enough.
No, business deals go south. Everything goes south. When Mars goes retrograde, people lose their fucking minds. Actually, a lot of wars have happened during that,
we have
too.
the explicit label?
What?
We have the explicit label?
I swear all the time on this. Anyway.
Oh, fuck, I did not know that. Here I am trying to watch my mouth.
Well, honey, you
language.
Watch that language. Anyway. But yeah, no. People lose their fucking minds during a Mars retrograde. So whatever somebody says during that time, just forgive them. And just tell them, look, whatever I say, if I sound really bitchy, please, just forgive me. I will get you a little card. I'm actually going to make up, I'm sorry for what I said in Mars retrograde cards, because it's actually even worse than Mercury retrograde for communication problems. Because everybody just gets bitchy. Raging PMS all the time. Be prepared, honey. Be prepared. You, honey. Okay, I forgive you too.
I got a lot more forgiving to do on mine.
Hi, Katie. Katie Lena. What are we in right now? Currently, we are between retrogrades.
Yosh.
Right between. So we are going from a Uranus direct to Mercury. We are in the first shadow zone of Mercury retrograde. So a lot of communication fritz-ups. Just the normal stuff. Tech, communication, travel problems, business problems.
My phone has been acting up
that's
a
right.
lot the last
My phone's been freezing too.
Okay. So
anyway, but yeah.
It might be U.S. Cellular, it might be Mercury retrograde foreshadow.
Probably both. Yeah.
So.
Anyways, so Mars is September 9th through November 14th, and just cut everybody some slack around then, okay? And yourself some slack too.
That would be nice.
And then
I never get any slack.
You don't deserve slack. There's no slack. No. Anyway.
Why am I down here again?
Because you like to talk. Anyways.
I can't deny that.
Because you look so cute on camera. You're the eye candy baby. Anyways.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot coming from you.
Aw. Anyways, and the last one of the year,
You're
Catalina,
welcome.
thank God, yes. I'm finally coming out of those issues. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Don't worry. We're just going to push through. And remember, every retrograde is a chance for you to sit down, shut up, and take stock of what's going on. It actually allows you to take a step back in those areas. So just plan ahead, get some stuff set aside, whatever you need to do, get a good cry buddy for those retrogrades where it's going to be really hard. So you can call and be like, I can't believe this is happening. And they're like, I know, it's happening to me too. But, stuff like that. Get yourself prepared.
Then I'll be like, sort your fucking life out, mate.
And I'll be like, no. Katie, good job. You got a new job today. Congratulations. She got a new job today.
Awesome, Katie.
Woo!
Congratulations. You got a new job today. Where at? What do you do?
If that's not too personal a question. Anyway. But the last one of the year is going to be...
I'm curious now.
It's going to be another Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be from October 14th to November 3rd, and it's going to cross between Libra and Scorpio. So that's going to be a little bit more of a dramatic Mercury retrograde, and you're going to take... What months was this?
We are currently in the month of February.
Yeah. David's Bridal. Oh, nice place. Very beautiful dresses. Very beautiful dresses. I couldn't afford any of them for my wedding, but very beautiful anyway.
You had yours custom made.
I know I did. That's because I was friends with a seamstress. It was awesome. But
yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I love weddings.
He really does. Actually, he is a minister and he officiates weddings, so he's already married 2 people.
4 people total.
Helping women find wedding dresses. No.
Helping women. No.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
I know.
I have a theater arts degree and I am not afraid to use it.
Oh, baby. Well, you know what? But they have beautiful dresses, so you can look at the clothes all the time and just be like, oh my God, she's a red zone, but I'm looking at the clothes. I'm looking at the clothes. Yeah.
Here, sweetie, let's see how you look in this.
Yeah.
Yes, I will step out of the dressing room so you can try it on and I will zip you up.
But I feel for you, but at least you got the job. Boom. And
oh, that's right, Bridezilla.
He was a Grimmosaurus.
I was not.
He was.
Yeah, I was.
You were.
Yes, I was.
But it was adorable and kind of cute. Affect cancers? Question mark.
Well, I mean, chemotherapy is usually pretty effective.
Dennis,
What?
I need some good luck. Well, Kelly, You want? Give me a little bit of context on that question. I'm a
Which
little fuzzy
retrograde
on
are
it.
you referring to?
Yes, which one? Oh, and by the way, um, Katie, all of the dates are going to be in the article that I'm going to be publishing probably in a day on DesMoinesNewAge.com. I have a blog on there, Des Moines New Age Source. So just go there and it'll give you all the dates in writing. So you're good to go.
Stop playing with my hair.
It'll also give you some of the effects as well, Kelly. Probably not for each sign, but yeah, it'll give you some of the overall effects. As far as cancers go, yes, there's a cord in the back of you.
I thought it was my hair. Sorry.
As far as Cancerians go, you guys are moon ruled, so you're going to be shifting so fast most of the time that even the retrograde now. Oh, the retrograde now? Yes, Katie.
We're not in a retrograde.
But we're going into Mercury retrograde. We're going into retrograde Mercury, and that's going to be through Pisces and Aquarius. So it'll have probably much the same effect on you as every other sign. It's going to mess up communications, things like that. But it's not going to hit you as hard as, say, Pluto retrograde or some of the other ones where you really have to plumb deep down in those emotional depths. Mercury is just going to mess with you a little bit, and as long as you can kind of keep that intuitive streak to you and feel out what the other person is saying, listen to their words definitely, but get into the underneath layers, you'll be fine. And then trust your gut intuition as far as what documents to not sign and what agreements to not go into. So,
right.
Yeah. And you don't seem like a lady who would be doing anything underhanded, so you're fine. Anything underhanded during a Mercury retrograde really, really goes badly. So, yeah.
Yeah, strange.
Also, don't plan a surprise birthday party because they'll find out. Okay, just saying.
Wait, what?
Yep. That's right.
My birthday's not till May, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you now.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm kidding. I'm not planning a surprise birthday party.
She doesn't do that.
No, I don't.
She really doesn't.
I'm not good at that.
Anyway, I had to plan my own 40th birthday party to only have one friend and his family show up. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that.
Yes. Anyway, but no.
It's almost 2 years ago. I'm still kind of...
Butthurt about it?
No. Okay, maybe.
Tushy tantrum?
What was that?
Tushy tantrum?
Yes,
but
yes.
No,
manhole macerated. Anyways, back to the retrogrades at hand. Sadly, the Mercury retrograde, it might not affect a Cancer nearly as much as it's going to affect me and all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a Gemini. I'm Mercury ruled. I am boned. And I talk a lot, as you can tell. Kelly.
I was going to say, and that is, he does bring up a very good point.
Virgos as well.
Mm-hmm. Anytime your planet is in retrograde, so Venus is my ruling planet. I'm a Taurus. It's also the ruling planet of Libras. When our planet goes retrograde, it's going to mess with our mind. It's just going to be like, and same thing with Mercury retrograde with Virgo and Gemini. Oh my God, I'm out of here. Anyway.
You're still sitting there.
But no, it's whenever your ruling planet goes retrograde, it's going to bone you hardcore. And your mind is going to get all kinds of fuzzy.
Ooh, that looks like a question.
Randy Reha, wouldn't it be important to know what house Mercury is transiting in her chart to know how it will affect Kelly? Why, yes, Randy, but I'm not doing natal charts on here now, am I? Pisces. Anyway, and I'm not going to run that kind of a question on here. This is more general. If she wants to know about that, then she can contact me for a natal chart rating. But for something like this, no. That's going to get way too complicated too fast. Not yet. I don't know. Randy? I'm fuzzy on that one. Anyway. But no, I just do the general landscape in the articles and the talks simply because it's going to take a long time if everybody's asking about their different charts and everything like that. And that is not a good idea to get into. Tried it once live without the video, and that was a very, very long talk.
It's also
we were there till midnight.
It's also very hard to run somebody's chart on the spot.
Yeah, it is.
And so...
Well, it's not really that hard. It's just you're
And
gonna
also
miss things.
And reading it right there on the spot,
You're gonna miss things. You want to sit down and consult with somebody. I see what you're saying. I just jumped in. Sorry. No worries, Randy. It's cool. It's just one of those things where in a talk like this, I don't want to be here till midnight. I love you guys. Mwah. But I do have to eventually sleep, when my child lets me.
especially with the honeydew list, I still have to do after.
I know, right? We're helping a friend move. Well, he's helping a friend move. I'm watching the kid. We is you. Okay. Anyway.
Why am I not playing Dragon Ball again?
Anyways, but again, there will be an article on this so you guys can actually reference it at DesMoinesNewAge.com. So, but thanks for joining us, Randy.
Okay. Hi, Randy.
So, that covers that. Where was I? Yeah. When your planet goes into retrograde, your ruling planet, it will fuzz up your mental landscape. So, but luckily the moon shifts so fast you don't have to worry about it as a Cancer, Kelly. It's just, it keeps cycling anyway. You're fine.
Does the moon ever go retrograde?
No.
Or is it like once a month?
Now, the nodes can go retrograde, and they're retrograde most of the time. The lunar nodes, so your north and south node. I told you about that? Yeah?
Please enlighten
me. In your chart, your north and south node, they're always the opposite side. So I'll take mine. My south node, that is what, how do I say this? God damn, Mercury retrograde. Anyway.
We're not even in it yet.
Yeah, no, we're actually in the first shadow zone of it. So yeah, the issues are coming up that you're going to see in this retrograde. Anyway, so your south node is going to be what you came in already knowing, either from your previous lifetime or something like that. So my south node is Capricorn. My north node is Cancer. That's what I came into this life needing to learn and focus on. But you actually have to get past all the lessons from this one and focus on this one. So those are your lunar nodes, which actually it's absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to do an article on it. I just have a lot of articles backlogged from last year because last year was a pain in the ass. 2019 sucked. Anyway, but it had some bright spots though. Anywho, now.
But did you die?
Really? Really? No, yes, I died 3 times. 3.
When? I wasn't there.
Exactly. No, I'm just kidding. There were bright spots, but yeah, it was a rough year.
We got to go to Arizona.
Because my dad almost died.
We got to travel a little bit.
Anyway.
But we got to travel.
No. That's not the way I want to travel. Anyways, but no. And besides, I only visited like 1 New Age shop. That wasn't even cool.
No, we visited 2.
Really? We did 2?
Yeah.
Zombie Conjure, which by the way, oh my God, which by the way, just jumping in here, nobody sponsors me to do this, but oh well. Zombie Conjure is owned by Lady Genevieve, and she's absolutely bomb amazing. I love her. She is so awesome. If you are in Arizona, you must go visit Zombie Conjure. It's amazing.
If you're watching this, Lady Genevieve, hi.
Mwah! Mwah! We love you. Anyways, but she is a Libra horse, and she is phenomenal. Awesome lady. Make sure you get a shell reading. Those are really cool. Anyways, but what was the other one we went to?
The astrology store.
The astrology store was really nice, but it had a little bit more of a big store vibe. I liked Zombie Conjure better because she makes a lot of her own products and things like that. And she's
also only been open for 2 weeks when we went in there.
I know, but she's actually really booming. It's really, really awesome. So, yeah. Anyway, but she makes her own products. She's an amazing lady. Just get to know her, stay high, and yeah, she's awesome. Anyways.
Did you say stay high?
I said say hi. Say hi. S-A-Y. Jesus. Anyway.
Oh, Mercury retrograde. Okay.
Anyways.
My fun game's going to be off the charts.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so that covers the planetary retrogrades for 2020. Now, on to Metal Year of the Rat and what to expect.
Metal. Oh, I should change the music.
Oh my God. No, don't you dare put on death metal.
Fine, I'll put on power metal.
Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. All right. So, anyways, Year of the Metal Rat. Now, part of the reason why this is so special is it begins a whole new 60-year cycle of the Chinese zodiac, because a lot of people just think of the Chinese zodiac as the 12 celestial animals. But what it really is it's the animals plus the element of your birth year. So the Chinese animal has a fixed element. Uh, Dog is metal. I'm a dog, celestial animal dog, and then my natural element is metal. But I was born in the water year, so that kind of shaves off some of that real hardcore and makes me a little bit more flexible and more adaptable and a lot more compassionate. But anyways, so you have your polarity, which is yin or yang. I'm a yang. You have your fixed element, you have your celestial animal year, and then you have the element of the year you were born. And the metal rat kicks off a whole new 60-year cycle. So we are really in beginnings this year, which is going to be super duper awesome. Now, the metal rat is going to be a hardworking year, though. It's going to be a year where we have to be industrious, we have to buckle down, and we have to be always looking for opportunities, and we have to grab them. Um, like our wonderful rat brethren, and well, brothers and sisters, rats are born to seek out opportunities and grab hold of them. It makes them really wonderful in business. Their downfall is their impulsiveness and their need to burn bridges too fast. And because, as you know, the one you burn...
There's some metal for the metal
Please
rats.
stop. Please stop.
No.
Please. Oh,
no.
God. Anyway.
No, there's Fear Factory going on in the background. You're just going to have to learn to live with it.
So, anyways. But, no. The rats are born to seek out opportunity. It makes them wonderful for business, and it really gets them ahead in life as long as they can surmount personal insecurity, as well as they have tendency to be a little bit more overcautious and a little bit more inward looking, more introspective than most of your yang signs. Now, the yin-yang polarity, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but I'll cover it real quick anyway. Yin is your more thoughtful, introspective, take your time to communicate, take your time to do things, think things out thoroughly, and actually have some time to rest in your life. Yang is the more go, 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 get things done, get to the solution. What you see is what you get, no hints, boom, 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 okay? So rat is a yang sign, but it's got a little bit more of a yin twist to it. What was I saying? This music is killing my soul. Anyway.
It is not killing your soul. This music mentions that how nobody has souls and we're all just becoming part of the machine.
Thank you. Okay. Anyways.
It's metal.
Metal.
Metal rats.
I should probably go back a little bit and say there are 12 celestial animals and 5 elements in the Chinese zodiac.
Now, the 5 heavenly stems and the 12 earthly branches. Mm-hmm. 5 times 6, or 5 times 12 equals 60. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a 60-year cycle, because each animal goes through the elements.
Right.
And so,
sorry, my nose is running like hell.
And
anyway.
If you want, there's actually a very easy method of knowing which element year we're in.
Absolutely. Tell them. This is one he came up with all by himself, so...
No, I didn't come up with it. I did not come up with this. I didn't say, you know what, this is how the Chinese zodiac's going to be organized. I just noticed the pattern. And I certainly can't be the first. I know
just
I'm
tell
not
them about it. Skip to the end.
Anyways. Now, I will start with a disclaimer of, if you're a Capricorn or an Aquarius, this might be different for you.
Right, because the Chinese New Year is kind of funky. It goes from the first new moon.
The Chinese zodiac is always the second new moon after the winter solstice. It does not start on January 1st.
No.
So you Capricorns, more often than not, if you're looking at the Chinese placemat, if you're looking at the placemat at the Chinese restaurant, you're wrong. I've had this conversation with countless people that come in the shop. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn and I'm a snake. Are you? What year were you born? Oh, I was born in 1976. Okay, you're a dragon. Or actually, no, sorry. 1976 would have been the year of the dragon. But if they were born in January of 77, they are a snake.
I hope everybody followed that out there.
I'm doing it wrong, too.
Yeah, okay.
Born in January 77, you're actually still a dragon. So. Anyways. But 1976 also would have been the year of the fire dragon, or the Charizard in the Pokemon zodiac.
He managed to link them all to Pokemon.
Anyways, because that's what I do. Anyways, so with that disclaimer out of the way, nice, clear as mud, right? Anyways, if you're...
We're down to 3 watchers.
Yeah, I see that.
Crap. Now get moving.
All right, everybody, that's our Tuesday night talk.
Anyways,
so just look. It basically
there is more to say on this.
Would you shut up?
Ah.
Anyways, basically, depending on the last number of the year you were born, if basically a friend of mine, she was born in 1990. All right, she is a metal horse, 0 and 1, like another friend of mine who was. Another friend of mine was born in 91. She was born in the year of the metal sheep. Mm-hmm. Now, my wife here, she was born in 1982. 92?
82.
Fair enough. Sorry. Women get sensitive about these things.
I don't need to lie about my age. You see all the white? That happened after I had a kid.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
She's Reed Richards.
Yeah. All right. Which stripe?
No, anyway. Reed Richards. I prefer Reed Richards. No, it's a compliment. I promise, honey.
It always amazes me how knowledgeable you guys are. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
We love you, Kelly. Anyway.
So, are you okay with the music in the background?
Tell him no.
Anyways, it's metal.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, my wife is born.
What?
I've got to go get some stuff done.
All right. Well, you're taking over. Good luck.
All right, it'll be for a little bit here.
Okay.
So,
there is an article up on the Year of the Metal Rat 2020 on DesMoinesNewAge.com, the Des Moines New Age source, the blog. So, honey?
I will finish out this part, but then basically, babysitter's got to go, so mama's got to go upstairs and take care of that.
Yep.
Anyways, my
wife's
born. Good night,
all. We love you. Mwah.
Basically, if the year you were born ends in a 0 or a 1, it's metal. All right. If the year you were born ends in...
Pass me my phone, honey.
Oh, for the Lord God. If the year you were born ends in a... There's the camera. Jesus. If the year you were born ends in a 2 or a 3, it is water. Like my wife is a water dog. Another friend of mine is a water pig. All right? And then... if the year you were born was like, one of my sisters was born in 1985. All right, she is actually 1985, and her sister and her younger sister, my youngest sister, she was born in 1986. All right, so my younger sister is actually. I got ahead of myself there. My bad. Anyways. Oh, Judy, it's metal. We're in the year of the metal rat. It'll be over soon, I promise. Yeah, all right, fine. Where am I? There it is. There we go. Okay. Some Cannibal Corpse instead. All right. Anyways, all right. So 2 and 3 is water. 4 and 5. 4 and 5, like I know quite a few people that were born in 1994. They're wood dogs. Okay, and in 1985, my sister was still born in 1985. She is a wood ox. My youngest sister, who was born in 1986, she is actually in 1986. And my godson, who was born in 1997, they are fire. My sister is a fire tiger. My nephew is actually a fire rat, but he's born. 1997 was the year of the fire ox, and so my godson, is born in January. So that's how that gets confusing as well. So, all right, 1978 is the year I was born. All right, and then my younger sister was born in 1979. I've got a lot of younger sisters. One of the joys of being the oldest. All right. My younger sister was born in 1979. I was born in 1978. I am an earth horse, and my younger sister is an earth goat or sheep. And then the cycle starts over again. The elements go in 2 year segments, 2 year sections. And so that's how you know which element you actually are. You actually are. And Judy, I know I've asked you this before. What's your date of birth? Judy, I know you're still there because I see your icon up here. So, and okay, we'll just hit that there. You've suffered. No, nobody suffered listening to metal. But, anyways, put on something a little more mellow, something we could all maybe relax a little bit to. Yeah, Judy, what is your date of birth again? I'm bad with these things. Kelly, July of 1981. All right, so is that beginning of July or late or end of beginning or end of July? Judy, you don't have to lie to make friends. You're not that old. Anyways, now 1959. I know this one namely because, well, yeah, you're an Earth pig. Yeah, I got the August of '59. I, if I remember right, you're still a Leo. If I remember right, you're either going to be a Leo or a Virgo, one of the two, depending on what day of the month you were actually born. Prime example there is like my father, his birthday is August 22nd. My grandmother, who, she's actually been gone for, she passed away almost 20 years ago. Um, well, it's not on in the background anymore, Judy. Anyways, as I was saying, my father's birthday is August 22nd. My grandmother's birthday was August 24th. My father was a Leo. My grandmother was actually a Virgo. So, anyways. Well, otherwise, folks, yeah, I'm also, at this point, I'm also fried. uh, Anyway, yeah, I'm also really tired at this point. I've actually been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. That's why you see me doing this constantly. Just kind of showing off my balding head here, and so. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. Say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, folks, and we will do this again next Tuesday night. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing next Tuesday night, but I'm sure it will be fantastic. My wife hasn't told me what the topic's going to be next week, but we are going to endeavor to make this a every week thing. On Tuesday nights, I may occasionally just start up random video cast. It won't be this weekend, I can tell you that, because this weekend we got the True Hearts Fortune Fair happening. But I like last week, I was doing 1-card readings over the video chat for the Tuesday night talk. And yes, I did enjoy it. So if you ever see me just suddenly pop up doing 1-card readings over Facebook, that's why. So, anyways, with that said, folks, thank you for watching. Love you. Come see us at the shop, Des Moines New Age Shop. and Community Center, 63rd and Hickman, in the Blue Spaceship Building here in Des Moines. Or you can visit us at our website, DesMoinesNewAge.com, or even message us here on Facebook. We are very quick to respond a lot of the times. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and you all have a lovely evening. Well met.